What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to OnlyLeedsBros. Hope everybody is keeping and doing well, and you're very welcome along to Wednesday night's transfer news roundup, where we're going to bring you all the latest news around Elland Road. Video over. It is very, very quiet and very thin on the ground at the minute, guys, but we did get a little bit of news about Leeds United target Bilal El Khannouss. We will get into that. We're going to speak about Aleksander and Mitrovic as well. A couple of loose reports about him today. Let's find out, are they true or not? As always, guys, make sure you're getting your thoughts in the comment box below what you think it is. If you do enjoy the video, please make sure you're dropping a like on the video, and of course hitting subscribe to the channel. We're very, very close to 3,500. And we'd love to get there as soon as possible. So if you are enjoying the content, please make sure you're dropping a like on the video. It would be greatly appreciated. Before we do get into it, guys, there is a Leeds United night taking place this Friday night up in Belfast in the Mill Theatre. Leeds United legends Stuart and Tony Dorigo Q&A. It is the night before the Leeds and AC Milan game. So if you would like to make a weekend of it, you can travel up to Belfast, meet the legends, hear what they have to say about the good times gone by wearing the Leeds United shirt. Price is $31.50 and it does start at 7:45. So if you are interested in that, the link is in the description below, guys. You can get your tickets there. And also as well, we are doing a giveaway here on OnlyLeedsBros. We turn one on the 21st of August, and we're giving one of you away a brand new Leeds United jersey of your choice. All you have to do to be in a chance to win is scan that QR code. Make sure you're subscribed to the OnlyLeedsBros YouTube channel. Retweet the post, and of course tag a mate as well to get him involved. And as I said as well, winner will be announced live on stream on the 21st of August. We'll get your details and post it directly to your door. So best of luck with that one, guys. But let's dive straight into it and let's talk about the very little bit of news that we have thin on the ground today. Let's speak about Bilal El Khannouss. This one, again, feels like it's been rumbling on for days. It feels like an age since Leeds United signed the last player, which was obviously Lucas Perry. It's only 9 days ago, but it feels like weeks ago at this stage. We're into that weird sort of grey area, and that kind of area in football, the most sought after area in that striker position. We were very quick to get the back line sorted. We were more or less, went quiet for 8 days. We got Sean Longstaff in. We got Anton Stack. We got Lucas Perry in the space of a couple of days when things went quiet for about 8 or 9 days. So I'm hoping it's similar in this case. I'm hoping the quietness is a good sign that they're working hard in the background. We did hear from an article as well that they were working behind the scenes on trying to get transfers done. We've also heard Daniel Farke in his post-match against Villarreal. He said the same thing as well, that, you know, we are lacking in that final third area. So they know the problems, the 49ers. They know the issues have to be resolved. Let's hope they do get it done. And all we have to do is trust the process. Everything in 12 days' time. Ideally, we'd like a striker, full-back cover, and a winger, possible number 10, in before that game. Will it happen? I'm not too sure. But I think the main thing, obviously, for me is make sure we get all these targets done. If we can at least get 3 more in, I think we're in a decent shape going into the season. Overall, I'm happy enough with the transfer window. If you look at the signings that we have brought in, you know, when you even go back to the likes of Bial at the very start of the window, that was very touch and go. There was rumours of Roma were in for him as well. Newcastle tried to hijack the deal. I think that was a very good signing. Borneo, I think, is going to be decent cover for us as well. Good Munson, who's played Champions League football and was very, very good for Lille. We've got a good keeper in Lucas Perry. So all the signings that we've made, I've forgot Anton Stack as well. Like, what a signing Anton Stack is as well. So up to date, the players that we have got in, I think, have been absolutely fantastic. The window's been good, but we just need to finish it off now with the cherry on the cake. So I'm starting to get a little bit nervous now myself. I was very relaxed, but every time you go online and any other stream you go on, people are, you know, starting to kind of get a little bit hyped up now of the lack of movement. But as I said, we know this with the 49ers. Usually this means that dominoes are about to fall, but let's hope it does fall in Leeds United's favour. But let's talk about Bilal El Khannouss, because we got a little bit on him today. So reports from Sasha Tavolieri on X. He did report that playing European football is not a decisive factor in Bilal El Khannouss' decision. Leeds United have a meeting scheduled with the player in the coming days, and Crystal Palace could also make a move as well, depending on departures on their end. So also a bit of good news in this, but also a little bit of news that Leeds United have to be wary of. So the good news is obviously that European football isn't going to be a decisive factor for Bilal El Khannouss. We also know what happened with Piguet when he obviously made his move to Marseille, and it was purely on the basis of European football, and that could be a deal breaker for these type of players. Obviously the Premier League is a massive pull, but when you can also offer that European football as well, they could go there. So with this not being a decisive factor, but El Khannouss obviously puts Leeds United in a good fray to go and get the man that they're looking for. But then also Crystal Palace are lurking in the waters as well. We know the situation there that Arsenal do hold an interest in a Berriese. Will that mean if he goes to Arsenal, will that domino fall down for Crystal Palace then to pull the trigger on the release clause for Bilal El Khannouss? So it kind of feels like who's going to make the move first. To be honest, where I'm at with this one, guys, is my feeling right now. I'm very much 50-50 whether this is going to happen or not. Last week when I was reported, I thought this could be a very quick deal. When you hear the release clauses in place, if the player wants to come, it more or less feels like, and it's never as easy that, but it more or less feels, we pay the release clause, we get the players agree terms, and we sign and we get it done. And again, it's been rumbling on for a week or so now, so it's making you wonder what is the hold up here. Leeds, we know that the release clause does run out on the 15th of August, so you want to trigger it before then. You don't want to hold interest in the player, and then after that 15th of August, Leicester City can demand however much they want after that. You're talking upwards 35 million then for a player who has a very, very high ceiling, in my opinion. Going back to the player himself, guys, I think it'd be a very good signing. I've seen some opinions on social media, and look, at social media is no way to go by that. People think that this is a signing that Leeds should be going for. It's very, very underwhelming. I disagree with that. I watched Khannouss a lot towards the tail end of last season in the Premier League. He's a very, very good player. And let's be honest, in a very poor Leicester City side last year, he has got that touch about him. Look at his stats. If you look at them purely, don't really, make for good reading. He only has three goals and assists, 3 G&A there. But I think he more or less is involved in the pre-assist. And I think it's something like 77, 78 leading up to goals last season for Leicester City, which is very good. He's very, very good on the eye. He gets bums off seats. He also is versatile as well. We've talked about this. If we know Daniel Farke has played the 4-2-3-1, we've seen him pre-season playing the 4-3-3. He will have that versatility as well for Daniel Farke. If we do want to change things up to the 4-3-3, he can play that number 10 position, because we obviously know the situation with Brendan Aronson not being quite good enough, in my opinion, for the Premier League. And then also, if we do want to go 4-3-3, he can play out on that left-hand side as well. He has done that for Leicester City as well, which could be very interchangeable, could be a different dynamic to Leeds United. If you've got that front three there in the 4-3-3 position of Khannouss, Willy Gnonto, Largi Ramazani, Dan James, you can have that interchange between them, and I think it'd be very fluid for Leeds United. So definitely a player that I would like to get. At the minute, guys, I'm very much on the fence with this one. To be honest with you, probably a little bit more swaying that I don't think it is going to get done. I really don't. There's obviously some sort of hold up of why it hasn't been done. On paper, it looks like a fairly easy one. Pay the release clause, get the terms agreed, and get the player signed. But there's obviously something there that we don't know that is holding this up at the minute. So I'm very much on the fence of this one. Whether it does happen or not, I'm not too sure. If it does happen, I'll be absolutely delighted. I'll hold my hands up and say I was completely wrong. But at the minute, I'm more edging to the side that this is one that Leeds United probably won't get done. Again, just my opinion. But as always, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Leeds United will get this done? If we do get it done, will it be a good sign, and how you think he would get on at Leeds United? Let's move on then, and let's talk about, and this is very, very much in the rumour side of things, and it's Aleksander Mitrovic. So Team Talk have reported, and this is why I say take this, really with a buckle loads of salt, because we know what Team Talk are like. They're not very credible whatsoever. But they have reported that Leeds United have been presented with the chance to sign El Hilal's striker Aleksander Mitrovic. For me, guys, again, look, I'd love him. I'd take him 100%. He's been wrote off again by a lot of the Leeds fans, saying very underwhelming, and I can understand. I can kind of get that, because if you had asked me at the start of the window, would you take Aleksander Mitrovic, I would have said no. We need to go for a little bit better. Where we're at the minute, the first day of the season very fast approaching. The deadline is fast approaching as well. I think it feels like we're not in panic mode at the minute, but it seems very thin on the ground in the striker situation. Are Leeds holding out for Rodrigo Muniz? Who knows? Of course, we need dominoes to fall there as well, as that one's going to happen. So it feels like at the minute that the 49ers are probably playing the long game, playing a little bit of patience, waiting for dominoes to fall to then make their move. That could be dangerous, but it also can be a good thing as well, because obviously you could get the players that you want if the dominoes fall in the right way for you. But I wouldn't be writing this one off. With Mitrovic, I would take him, but I just don't think there's that incredible in it at the minute. Obviously, the main part of it, we know the money that's out there in Saudi is on reportedly 380,000 up to 400,000 a week. There's not a Barney that Leeds United are going to give him that wage. It's the only way I see Aleksander Mitrovic coming to Leeds United, if it's going to be a loan deal, If that is, I'd 100% take him. And obviously then it's just a matter of a player, doing it on the pitch as well. We know his past. We know what he's done in the championship before, something ridiculous like 42, 43 goals he scored in one season in the championship. He was also very effective for Fulham in the Premier League as well. So us as Leeds fans, at times we have to check ourselves a little bit. We say, we don't want him. He's not good enough. I think we think of ourselves, as an established Premier League club, and we're not quite there yet. But players like Mitrovic, the know-how, the hustle and bustle, can really put himself about. He's definitely something different than what we have in there in Joe Pirro. We know he's, the goal scorer sort of striker. He's not really one of them to ruffle a couple of feathers. Who knows what's going to happen with Lucas Nemecha as well? Is he going to be a hit at Leeds United? So there's plenty of questions to be answered when we start this Premier League season. But Mitrovic would be a player that I would like, but I just personally, I don't see it happening just yet. And then also, of course, then the other news then as well is that Charlie Crew has joined Doncaster Rovers on a season-long loan to continue his development. As I said at the start of the video, guys, it's very, very thin on the ground at the moment for Leeds United. Very, very little happening. By the time we get this video, dominoes might fall and we could have someone in the door, and that's what way we know the 49ers work. So, as always, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please make sure you're dropping a like on it, and of course, hitting subscribe to the channel. Myself and Dylan will be back on Friday night at 8:30. We're going to do a little bit of a build-up maybe to the AC Milan game as well, because obviously Leeds are coming to Dublin here on Saturday. You can see the smile on my face. I'm absolutely buzzing for it. I cannot wait for it. We're meeting up with loads of people. Matty from Imagine Not Being Leeds, Connor from One Leeds is coming over, good pal of mine, Stephen Bourne. So if you are not going to be when you are going to the Leeds and AC Milan game, make sure you drop us a DM. We're trying to get loads of Leeds fans together. We'll have a couple of points and make a day of it as well. But on Friday night, myself and Dylan are going to do a little bit of a build up to the AC Milan game, and hopefully by then we have a couple of players in the door and we can speak about that as well. As always, guys, thanks very much for supporting the channel. It is greatly appreciated. On the way out, please make sure you're dropping a like and of course hitting subscribe to the channel. So mind yourselves, mind each other, and we'll catch you all again very soon.